Hello, 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 everybody. Hello, hello. We're back inside Money Classroom. We are here to talk about money, talk about how to make it, talk about how it works, and how you can have more of it. I'm your host, Keisha Bailey, aka Keisha the Teacher, or Keisha the Teacher. Keisha the Teacher. So class is back in session. We're back. Season 3 is back with a bang. Just connecting us on Instagram as well as on YouTube. That's where we are. So we are reaching the masses. We're reaching a lot of persons. The good news about money is being spread. We're happy for that. Now, tonight I have two exciting guests on with me, two experts, real experts. They know them thing. And I wanted to just have a real conversation about money, what's going on. We're talking about burial, we're talking about burial, we're talking about real estate, we're talking about the law, and most importantly, how to make more money. Lots to discuss. But remember, guys, for those who are new and you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you do that now. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button. For those who are joining us on Instagram, big up yourself. Welcome. Make sure you're following us there as well to stay tuned for all of the money tips and tricks that we're sharing. We want as many persons as possible to be wealthy. That is my passion. That's why Profit Jumpstarter exists, because I want to see a bag of money people. I want people living better lives. We want generational wealth. And so that's why we push and we go every day. So we are going to jump right into it. I'm going to welcome my two guests on for tonight. I have with me esteemed lawyer and legal counsel, Trisha Gay O'Connor. Welcome to the Money Classroom. She's joining us from Denton's Delaney. She is no stranger to the Money Classroom, no stranger at all. And she's back, and we're going to have a real live talk tonight. I see we also have Ryan Taylor, Managing Director of Task Realty and Task Appraisal. He's back with us as well inside the Money Classroom to talk about real estate and his expertise there. So we're gonna have a real discussion. I see Cheesy Goliside is here. Big up yourself, Cheesy. You're ready for class from Mobe. Big up my teacher. Hello, Mr. Cheesy Goliside. Always happy to have you. Cheesy is one of our top students inside Money Classroom. No, don't watch your name. Cheesy Goliside of money, right? And probably soon change out the Money Goliside or cheesy uptown. So we will see. But always excited to have him in. We have persons over here on IG. A lot of persons joining. Good evening, Ingrid. Pick up yourself. Hello, hello, everyone. I see a lot of people joining there. So we're gonna just jump right into it and have a real conversation. Right? Let's start talking first about Hurricane Beryl. I was in Jamaica while it happened. I know Ryan and Trisha, you were here as well. So, how was it for you? Recall the experience and tell me, how was it? The people are talking, how did they do with Beryl? I'm going to ask you guys. And then also chime in the chat, guys. Let me know what did that go on for you with Beryl? Trisha, you first.
Okay, great. Thanks. Hi, Keisha. Thanks for having me. Okay, so for me, I had moved where we now are. So we are now in a townhouse. Moved here 4 years ago. So moving from an apartment, so moving from a house, my parents' house, to an apartment, and now into a townhouse. And so the considerations are different now. They hear hurricane. You're thinking about, okay, fine. The roof. I remember that when I asked a question about the roof and when it last was replaced, and I remember feeling pretty confident about that at the time. But now you're like, how long ago was that? It's a thing like what came up to immediately to mind was the peril insurance, because of course there was a significant jump in the rates for insurance, for property insurance this
Legal
year.
hat here. Legal hat,
No,
right?
no,
Most
no. But,
people,
but it's one of the things that you're like, okay, good thing. Yes, it is. It is a condition of your mortgage. Once it is, you're talking about property. It is a condition. Parent insurance is a condition, and it is that you're supposed to renew it every year. But it was one of those things that I was thinking. Yes, I'm glad that I no longer have to. That box was already checked, so I didn't really have to think about it. But we fared well, and I am thankful. I know that so many of us are not in the same boat, especially for persons in St. Elizabeth, Manchester, Westmoreland. But I'm
people.
based in Kingston. but I am giving thanks.
Yeah. So it's interesting that, the first thing that came to your mind was peril insurance, because first thing that came to my mind was when me I go eat. Well, Laco,
No. That
when
one
me I go
I had sorted
eat,
out that out
cause
from before.
okay, so that was on my mind. I'm like, all right, all this I can really work out now. Okay, well, um, we have an electric stove kind of thing, and I'm like,
You said
how is this
apartment
gonna work?
living. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was, yes, the gas stove was also a big deal. I was very grateful for that as well.
yeah. I had to reach out to some close family and friends to hook me up, cause me did hungry. So we had to start with, yes, lady, call I'm a foodie. Omega survived hurricane and blow and me I did for hungry. Yeah, the food was the first thing on my mind. How about you, Ryan? What went through
Uh,
there?
I was good for me. I mean, I lost light like about 3 o'clock, but got it back like early the next day. So I mean, it was relatively fun for me, and relaxing. I mean, every day.
Relaxing.
Yeah, man, I work very hard, So I'm, I'm sure you can see it in my eyes. I want to sleep.
So
So
the Beryl was a mini vacation. I mean,
it
what
was a
else?
good time
Because
of relaxation for me, basically.
you couldn't sleep with them breeze the outside of blue.
No,
You
man, no.
couldn't.
I was quite fine actually, watching TV and everything until the
Also, you never light, never going for you.
But as I said, went away about 3. But I find other ways to entertain, so I was fine. I was good.
So the thing is, you guys fared well, but we know for a lot of persons it did that never happen, right? There were a lot of extensive damages that were happen, even
Mhm.
lost her life in some of the countries in the Caribbean. So Beryl never did a play, right?
Mhm.
She went through, she caused a lot of damage. And one of the things I want to talk about, post Beryl, money have to make, we have to rebuild, we have to come back stronger than ever. How do we rebuild financially? Right? Let's talk
Mhm.
about that for persons who may have been hit. I guess from an insurance perspective, Trisha, you probably can chime in there. 'Cause you don't did talk about the peril insurance thing. So break it down. What you think there is from the insurance perspective is a way for persons to protect themselves?
Well, the thing is that, so I have a mortgage. We have a mortgage. And so it is a condition of the mortgage that you have to have peril insurance. So it wasn't one of those things where it was a nice to have. It really was a need to have. Um, I think in terms of what it is, they can build back. Yeah, I can't really. Nothing is
Yeah,
really
like
coming to mind.
so.
It's
So when
actually
I would think about it, like
Hmm.
what have you been hearing so far? Have you guys received any calls from clients that got impacted with burial?
well.
No.
I am gonna be. I'm gonna get a lot of demand in that area because we do appraisals as well, right? So generally, when people are gonna insure their property, they need an appraisal done. I did hear that St. Elizabeth is greatly affected, and some parts of Portland, but it's mainly Manchester and St. Elizabeth. To tell you the truth, it's gonna be difficult to rebuild, but this is why you have to prepare. You understand? Uh, People really say right now with a mortgage, it's forced on you in most
You have to
instances.
have the insurance,
But
yeah.
even if you buy cash, it's something that you have to consider because the reality of it, you don't know when unforeseen circumstances will happen. I know for starters, you have to also be insured on the strata corporation, and so it's good when you make sure that your strata, your execs, get the complex insured, right? You can claim if anything happens. So guys, I know.
Okay, but here's the thing though with the strata insurance, and that's something which is a big difference for the strata. So there are two insurances you pay once you talk about strata.
Yeah.
You're taking a
Mhm.
mortgage. So you have the strata insurance where all the homeowners are to contribute, and that covers the building itself. So if there's a loss, that's to reinstate the buildings. None of the owners get it, which is why your mortgage institution insists that you take out secondary coverage, which is to pay it out. So if there's something wrong with the building, you can't live in there, and you're saying that, well, you can't pay your mortgage or anything, that's where that gets kicked in. And so the bank gets paid, and then you get to pay the pleasure of paying by the insurance company their money.
That's how it's set up. But so you're expecting in Rand people from your whole heap of calls from the Clarendon, Manchester, St. Elizabeth area, then for persons they make insurance.
Yeah, they're gonna see the need now. You understand? Because they've been badly. I see. Unfortunately, as Jamaicans, we wait on things to happen to prepare. Sometimes we have to feel it, and I think that's
But so we're going so that sometimes I feel it.
It's just because how we're more reactive than proactive a lot of times. And so now we'll see the need that we need to insure our properties that we can recoup whatever we've invested if we get a damage.
So we get ready. So the next one will come. Because I hear this season is going to be very active. So our next one coming, Cheryl Lacombe.
Well,
Cheryl right there, Beryl. What do we need to do to be proactive?
Well, the thing is, I don't think the insurance companies right now are very open to accepting new people because they're realizing what is happening. So after this has passed, we need to remember that it happened and then necessary precautions so that we're prepared for stuff like this.
So we need another thing, is the emergency fund. I'm a big advocate for we need 3 to 6 months of expenses tucked away in an emergency fund. A lot of our clients called in this week saying, Keisha, thank Jesus. I don't know where it come from, but you tell me, say, that emergency fund. And because of that, I was able to make it through. Because after the hurricane, there was a lot of damages, and we could have drawn from the emergency fund to pay for these damages. Right? Persons, I would say, thinking about next hurricane, Cheryl or Candy, or even Carl, hurricane that is coming next. Your emergency fund have to stock and ready. It has to be there. 3 to 6 months of expenses have to be ready because any card can play, as we have seen now. And really and truly, the persons are gonna be prepared, assertive, and them saying, now make things happen to me. I'm taking action. They have the emergency fund. Fund. We can't forget that at all. Emergency fund. Make sure you write that one down. For sure.
Yeah, but it's just interesting that now it is that you're thinking that no, and this is a true emergency because before the emergency fund was really, if you lose your job and just something to tide you over until, but no, this is the real deal. But Keisha, something that I'd love to get your thoughts on because this is real talk. The minister's announcement I just heard this morning about the tax benefit in doing renewables. Because let me tell you, when I lost electricity, I was like, it would have been nice to know that I had some, solar I could go and rely on until then. Granted, assuming that they were still up there. But, it was, I thought, in terms of the income tax benefit, I was like, this is making it really attractive.
Yeah. No, and a lot of countries have that existing benefit already. It's a big move in the right direction. For me, personally, it makes sense. This Jamaica is a tropical island, meaning one bag of sunshine, the time ever hot, the sun is always pelting. Instead of saying, out of mercy, harness the energy, and it's becoming more affordable to do it now because they have loans. A lot of the banks, a lot of the companies that offer the solar power, they have loans. They are lending you money, right? You can use other people's money to get the solar. So it's a good move. Plus now you have a tax benefit tied onto that. It's a good move to take. I would encourage anybody to at least consider it because it makes sense, right? You're not gonna have the volatility of JPS bills and you worry about. I see some people like, look, if I turn on the AC, they lock up the AC, then make sure they are turn on the light, walk on the light, you have light monitor, walk behind you and lock up the light because you don't want the JPS bill to be high. Definitely makes sense to do. And the tax benefit is only sweetening the pot.
Right, and I agree with you, Keisha. And I think what we have to consider as well is value at the end of the day, right? So when you make investments like that in your property, it can increase the value of your property because, of course, it makes your property more attractive. So we just did an appraisal the other day for a client, and he was actually borrowing to put solar panels on his property, right? And that projected valuation, we were able to find out that is value would actually increase, not significantly, but it does add something to the value. You understand? Because the property now becomes more attractive. So don't be afraid to invest. You're investing in the property and you're gonna reap good rewards from the investment.
Yeah, for sure. It makes definitely sense. You know, the time hot. Look here, the time is hot. Instead of complaining, I run up the AC, you say, all right, let me leverage this and use loans. If we're not saying you must take all the money with your pocket, but if you can't get loan to do it, you make the move and you do that for sure. That's what we want. No, another big thing. US stock market. I don't know any you guys have international investments, we have an international portfolio.
I was
No.
advised to do so, but no, did not pull the trigger there. No.
What?
I know, but
What?
that's for
Can we
another
know
time.
who-
Keisha,
know
that's for
who
another
to tell you,
time.
no?
Keisha, that's for another time. That's for another time.
So here's the thing what's happening in the US market. Everything is at a high. Apple today, you know, July 10th, everything. And I've been on before. I know every episode this season, I keep saying, why the US stock market at a high, you know, and it keeps going higher and higher. Money I make over there. And I keep saying, and I'll keep singing it from the mountaintop. You need an international portfolio. Yes, you live in Jamaica. Yes, you know, knowing no better than you, good, but we have to diversify our investments. We have to, right? Everything in a US dollar these days, everything are cost US, right? Brian, you can talk about it. I'm sure Trisha, you know as well. US bills, you know,
Yeah.
US rental, all of that. We need to also earn in the US. So I can't stress it enough. Apple, Tesla, Google, Walmart, they're all declaring new highs. What we are doing? What we are doing? We can't up on the sideline just watch the money I make, especially after Beryl, and we have to build back.
Yeah.
We have to do something.
Right.
So everybody that is hearing, you need an international portfolio. Which part you
You
get
can
it?
ask me this question again
Interact-
by the time of the conference. The answer will not be the same.
Right. So Ryan and Trisha are gonna be at the conference. So you guys, those who have bought the tickets already, you know the conference, August 16 to 18 at AC Hotel. Me I got asked because a lot of
You
persons
can
I know
ask me. You can
watch
ask me, Keisha.
MoneyClassroom,
Right, Ryan?
right? Yeah, me I gonna say, look here, who have the US portfolio? That's gonna be a question. We'll give you a prize. Who have it? It's very easy to do. Interactivebrokers.com. See, Cheesy go listen. I tell you, Cheesy, I really cheesy up down. He's like, yeah, man, interactive broker.
Live.
Let's believe. You need international exposure. You have to do that. Money I make over there. It a make. Easy, easy, easy. So for all the money people inside Money Classroom, you know where you need to do. You know where you need to go. Right? So Trisha Gay and Ryan are gonna be at our conference, I was saying. No, I wanted to bring them on the show as well because more everybody get to know them. I go soon up on the stage looking all fancy and I talk and speak is spoken and I talk and I share the expertise. But we want them to get to know you from a more personal and professional perspective. It's important, I believe, when people are talking to me, I always want to know your background. You can't tell me what to do, and you not do it. Are you not? You can't tell me what to do. Right? For example, Brian, you can't tell me about real estate and you don't own it.
Makes sense.
I tell you straight. So how much house you own?
Come again?
How much house?
Multiple.
Yes.
Right. That's what I know. Like, really and truly.
Mm-hmm. How much?
Multiple. You say I'm apprehensive, guys. I really want
I have to be very careful
my money
that I put on out there. You know. But I own a few homes locally and internationally.
Okay, right. So I'm gonna listen to you then. You say, I own a few rooms locally and internationally. That sounds cautious. So I'm gonna listen to you, right? And then Trisha, coming from a legal perspective, how much years do you do legal practice now?
I was called to the bar in 2002, so that's 22 years this year.
Long time. I saw a picture floating through the internet with you with long hair as a lawyer.
Yep.
Yep. So I was like, I know this must
same one.
long hair down here.
Yeah, maintenance. That's what you call that.
And have you been locked up?
Pardon me?
No,
Be careful, be
You're
careful.
on.
We're on social
Never.
media.
No.
We're on YouTube. Be
I
careful.
am. No, for sure. I'm afraid of them things, can't afford to. Very much a
Right.
law-abiding citizen.
Right, we're gonna take legal advice from persons where we know, okay, you're on the up and up. You've been doing this long enough, you know what you're talking about. And that's why, with the conference, we bring experts in to have those types of discussion. Because I believe you have to know it better than me to teach me.
Yeah.
You can't just learn when me I learn and you try to show me. You don't really know
Yeah.
what you do. So I can't rely on what you're saying. Right? Tell the truth. Who believe me? Who stays up? Person joining in, do you feel that as well? That if you don't know what you're talking about, me not listen to you.
Mhm.
A lot of people say it to me, every time I come on and I say, this is the number one thing to do to build wealth. Them say, Keisha, you have money? You have money to do it? You sure? You have money?
That
And I'm
one
like,
knows.
a lot. I cannot declare it publicly. That's so much. We can't talk it. The tax man is listening, so I can't even talk it. So Lady Gorgeous is saying, yeah, that's right. That's right. It's true. And one of the things, when I just started working my first job back in 2005, first boss and my mentor, he said to me, don't take advice about buying a house from a homeless person.
Mm-hmm.
Don't take now if you say, hey, this is what I think you need to do to get that mortgage, you own a house? No? Okay, thanks. Go now, right? So Lady Girl is trying to say, yeah, broke, you can't be broke and teaching me how to be rich. Yeah, tell the truth, right? You'd be a fraud. Like, you can't tell me what to do while you have never done it. Right? Finance is second nature to me. In my sleep, I make money all day, every day. That's what I do. So if I have money for myself, I can't talk to you and then me sit down broke. Nah, nothing. It don't make sense. So on that note, guys, how much money you think you need for having a bank account? Your personal views. Let's start with Trisha. How much you think you need for have?
I think I need in my bank account money to cover my expenses. So I need to be careful in terms of being able to quantify it. So and then of course including the little, that line item for if I want to treat myself. Yes, there should also be something there. So the budget includes all of that. But outside of that, no, I don't think it should be in the bank account. It should be making money elsewhere because that's what they teach
Some
us.
investments.
So that's right.
So me know say, yeah, you're gonna give the correct correct. I should only have enough. But is it that way really up? I say really go?
No, seriously.
If we look now.
And I do automate it, and that's what, because I know myself, I automate a number of things, so I just don't see it. So as soon as it hits the account, things go where they need to
just
go.
have it go. You just have go. Different place. All right. So right, we know, you run your thing, you run your business. Like I'm imagining, a fairly successful one based on what you're saying, and clients calling you, and this and that. How much money you feel you need to have in a bank account?
Oh wow, what a question. That's more personal as it
Tell the
relates.
things, man, right? Tell the things. How much money you feel? When you're looking at your bank account, you ever feel nice and look on it?
About $20 million.
20 million?
Yeah, about 20 million.
USJ, USRJ.
Well, at the very least, JA. I mean, at least 20
20
million.
million. So if you're looking at your bank account, you see 20 million, you're happy, you're good.
Yeah. At the very least, yes.
At the very least. So minimum 20 million where log
Yeah, but
in.
those things take time. You know what I mean? It's not a 1 day thing. It takes savings. It
Or
takes
1 year or 2 year.
Yeah. It takes,
Like this is a long-term game.
yeah, it's a long-term game, but you have to have money to make money. Put it that way. You know what I mean?
Yes,
So
I
you want
agree.
to at least reach there in your account, $20 million. That's my opinion. But yeah, at least 20 million.
20 million. That kind of tall, man.
What about you, Keisha? What do you? What about
Yes,
you?
what do you think?
Uh-huh.
So my thing with the money we have in your account, yes, we want to cover the bills, but here's the thing. I know there are a lot of persons. I have a lot of clients who them love just log in and see the money. Them love it because
No, I
it
find
gives
you
them
straight if I see it. Nope, nope, nope.
no, them like because they feel like after all of the hard work and the people in my work, and I can't take them when I look on the money, I feel good. It's all worth it. The stress and the headache and the heartache, it's worth it. But they look on the money and them just like seeing the numbers. I always say, but is the number growing? No. So the money I maintain in a checking account, really and truly, is to pay bills. I get my comfort in looking at my portfolio. Perfectly. But look on it. That's how I can always tell you about, yeah, man, all time I come on them. And so my main number I look on is profit. That's why the company name Profit Jumpstarter, because Keisha loves profit. Every day is like, we're there, 10,000. That's nice. Gone up 20,000. That's nice. That's what motivates me. I mainly use cards, credit card, debit card, not a cash girl. So I don't really keep money in my bank account except when the card due, just kind of pay it. But I'm a card person, just card, not really a cash person at all because it just me not gonna ever have enough cash to do what I want to do in my little purse, and I carry this like a teeny purse thing. So card is the way to go, and I get the points, travel rewards. I'm just kind of go the way there. But my thing is the profit jump starter. That's what I like. I see you guys nodding. I'm like,
Yes,
sound rich, though. Sound
yes,
rich.
yes,
Just a look on profits.
That's
That's
real.
all that's
That's right,
about.
because you started
Real.
with money in order to get profit.
Yeah, so the Patricia on IG, she saying, boy, me that spend money spend the money me sitting at the bank account. Same like you're saying, Trisha, she that spend the money, so she don't really like having that much in there. And then diplomat saying credit card, him love the credit card. Patricia don't have no credit card. Patricia, you need to have some credit cards. Why? The credit card thing is not about being in debt. I know some people feel like if I have the credit card, I can run it up. That shouldn't be your mindset. You can get a lower limit, but the key thing with the credit card is the points, the reward, right? And also with the credit cards, you get, if you set the limit low, the credit card essentially become an interest-free loan because you can't spend, but as long as you pay back the card by the due date, you're not
Right.
paying any
Time
interest.
expenses. I know my statement dates.
It's free money. And I love Lil Kim because from the young, she teach me, she say, why spend mine when I can spend yours? The good girl, let me not dolly them understand. Why am I spending my money? You need to spend for me. That is the way it should go. We need to use other people's money if we want to build wealth. We can't use our money. It's going to take too long. And by now the time to sit down and wait and may I work, I may I sweat out. There's a lot of money available elsewhere. They understand it. And they never have to read it in a book. They never have to go to school. Them know the thing. Use other people's money if you want to build wealth. Right? So Cheesy, look here. Man, people got search for, so Cheesy saying the problem I'm having is liquidity. At times I think I overinvest. In money pile up. His problem is over investing. That's a good problem to have. Good problem. She's here, said, look here, I had too many investments. I over invest. It's a lot there, Having no credit card is kind of a bad thing. Patricia was asking it over IG. It's a bad thing. Why? Because credit card is an interest-free loan if you pay it back on time. It's interest-free. You want to use it because these credit cards, they incentivize you with rewards. We know some people, them not pay for no ticket, no airline ticket because their points on the credit cards allow them to travel all the time. That's what we want. Use other people money. Follow the dolly them know what them are talking about. Other people money. That's what we want. Now, let's talk a bit about real estate, right? So here's my thing with real estate. A lot of people want to buy a house and then they want to run and pay off the mortgage. They want to be debt free. They don't want nobody nothing. Want to run and pay off the mortgage. What do you guys think about that? Is that a good strategy when it comes to real estate? That me go work hard, save up my money, buy the house, but if me need a mortgage, me work and pay it off. Me go pay extra money a month time for work and pay it off.
Wow, good question. It is based on your strategy and your goals that you have, because everybody have different type of individual goals, right? Now, from an investment perspective, I think it's okay to pay it off because
Why?
You should have seen her face, Ryan.
I say, right?
I wasn't even looking at her. I
Which
wasn't
palm
even
my
looking at
beating stick there? Want me stick there?
wasn't
Let me
looking at
stick
her.
there.
I'm looking away. I'm looking away. And let me tell you why I believe so. Because when you're borrowing again, the bank look at your income and debt ratio, right?
Yes.
When you have a free title, you're more attractive to the bank. Because you know how
Attractive.
in terms of your asset base and your income as it relates to the debt that you have. So if you have a $30 million property free of title and you're going to borrow another $30 million to buy another property, you don't even need to borrow on that $30 million title because they already see you as attractive because you own a free title. So they're going to put that mortgage on that property that you're purchasing and you still have that free title. All that free title does, is make you look more attractive.
But what we say, Ryan, right? There are people who
Yes,
want
ask him,
no
Keisha.
mortgage, none at all. They don't want a mortgage for no title. Say them have 5 house, no mortgage. Me don't want own nobody nothing. Come, me don't want nobody come talk to me. My things are my things, and nobody can take it.
All right, Keisha, so here's the thing. I can't wrap my head around that because for me, how much money am I earning so that I can afford to pay off mortgages?
That's the Ram did that. May I ask because we're gonna have multiple 30 millions.
No, I get it.
Marlene saying mortgage rates are lower than what you get from investment. Mortgage is good debt. Take the 30 million, invest it. Instead of pay off the mortgage, take it and invest the money. Wait, I said to Marlene Taylor.
Okay. So hi Marlene. All right. Yeah, no, mortgage is good debt. I'm not saying don't pay it off, right? But if you look at the tenure of the mortgage, you're really paying for the property 6 times if you don't pay it off. You understand? So it just depends on your strategy. You can pay on the principals. For example, Jamaica National allows you to pay like 2 payments on the principal per year. You don't have to pay a large lump sum, right? But the mortgage, the period can finish a lot quicker. So now you have a free title. When you go to the bank, they look at your assets. What do you have? And how much income do you earn? When you show them that you have 6 titles or 1 title free, it makes you look more attractive to the bank. And you're not going to the bank.
But yeah, go borrow. That's what I'm gonna
Yes, you're going back to borrow. So yeah, so why would you want to lock up the money? Yeah.
You're still gonna borrow.
Yeah, you're still gonna borrow, but you do have a free title. If anything.
Yes,
but why not have somebody pay your mortgage payment for you? Meaning
other people money. The Dolly way. Why can't we follow the Dolly way? Why we can't follow that?
So in other words, what you should be doing is identifying a good investment property that can cover the mortgage.
Yes.
Yeah, all about that.
And that's why you know a good valuator who can show you some deals, right?
No, but what about but every property is not going to be an investment property, right? And you're going to live somewhere. What about that property?
Yeah, yes, and we're not talking about your house. The house is fine. Like I can actually understand that for the house. I get that. Like for me personally, look here.
No,
I get it. I can understand.
The teacher have to ring the bell.
Okay, I hear you, but I understand. Keisha, I hear you, but I understand. I understand why there may be a different consideration for the house. Especially if you're an employed person. You don't work for yourself. You don't determine how much money you're bringing. Or if you have a side hustle, that side hustle can't equate to what your salary pays you. I get it. But I think though it can't be, I think you need to have a mix. That's my view.
So all right, make we separate it then. The house where you're living at.
Mhm.
Should you have a mortgage on the house where you're living at?
No, I don't think so. If you have the
Some of
ability
us-
to pay it off, if you have the ability to pay it off, I would say
No,
so.
But
But
how much
I
people
would,
have
I
the
would keep a
ability to pay
small,
off 30 million?
mortgage on it, but I'll still keep it
Oh,
mortgage.
people,
because the thing is, circumstances can change, and you will always have that mortgage. And now remember, the tenure of that mortgage, you're paying for that property 3 times. If you look at it,
yeah.
I would rather be
Here,
home,
my thing.
and all I have to do is pay my light and my water. I don't have to worry about a mortgage.
But we're
That's
going to get the 30 million.
That's
We're going to
Thank
get the
you.
30 million. Where we're going to get the 30 million?
we're going to get the 30 million.
Yeah, because
To pay off the
if I
Jeez.
if you can afford it, where we get the 30 million though?
But notice I say if you can afford it, you understand. But you can make investments that give you returns, right? And then
And
you
take the investment money and chump it on the mortgage.
And your home that not earning can't earn.
So you can lie down in your couch and say, well, we don't want nobody nothing. Yeah, but you not the money. You're broke. You're broke in your couch.
No, he's asset rich. That's what he is, just asset rich.
And cash pull.
Mhm.
Pull. You're not nothing.
yeah. I get where you're coming from. I get where you're coming from.
So over IG is blowing up. IG is like Ryan and sweat. Ryan and sweat. And then some people are saying, I agree with Ryan. And then if you're fiscally responsible, go for it.
Yeah, but how you getting the money? How you that is some serious money that you can use it to be paying up mortgages.
The thing is, circumstances can change at any point in time, and you
Agreed.
to have
Agreed.
that depends on you, and you're in a different situation. So my thing is to pay it off and have that cleared, have that title, and then you
Go
can
borrow. So you are saying, all right, the house where me living in, no mortgage. Cause any car can play and me can't be homeless. So at least I'm my house, but for my investment properties, I'm gonna borrow money for that.
I would say that.
That's your personal way. Where you think, Trisha?
I think I would have a smaller mortgage on the house because anything can happen. So it's my problem has been trying to figure out what the strategy would be, because I'm mindful of the fact that, well, if I can't pay the mortgage and I won't have a house, and it's all well and good to be investing in investment properties, but I need somewhere to live and I need to be able to afford where I'm living.
Right.
So I think my thing is a mix, but I don't know, like I still don't know what the magic number is. I know
So
I
boy,
can't
this
afford to pay off the mortgages for sure.
Yeah, no, there much people walk around with that 30 million, careless 30 million for those drops over there from my heart. So boy, they're saying paying off the mortgage earlier may be a bad idea if it is inclusive of property insurance. I'm guessing boy, they're saying if you pay off the mortgage, a lot of people when them house don't have no mortgage, they don't get any property insurance because the mortgage was requiring you to get the property insurance in the first week. So you say, all right, but now I'm okay, man. I'm not for pay that. But then what happens, Boyd, bad idea for true, because you're going to have the house, it's paid off. Yeah. Then Beryl come, blow off your roof, and then broke her, because now you also don't have a roof on the house. And I'm guessing that impacts the value, Ryan, houses with roof versus no roof.
Well, the reality of it, you do have a lot of people that have the title cleared and they get insurance. It doesn't stop you from getting insurance.
Yeah, no, agreed. But I also remember though, like if you take it from NHT has built-in property insurance. So I know a number of people who would, even when it was, it's a couple $100 because they've had the mortgage for so long, they say, well, at least you don't have to worry about property insurance because the NHT loan builds that into the debt.
But you're still paying for it anyway in the mortgage.
You still are paying for
Yes,
it.
but you're paying less and less because it's NHT concessionary rates.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But what about
You're really mortgage allergic.
But But what about those who are not using NHT and it's still built
Yeah.
in the mortgage?
Yeah.
You know what I
So
mean?
whatever you,
So
at the end of the
my
day, you have to
thing,
determine how you know how strong you feel about having property insurance.
Right.
my thing is, I'm with the Dollies. I have lots of mortgages. My mortgage out because me believe in enough. More enough house, more enough money, more enough things. Me grow up poor, me never have nothing. Me never have nothing. It's triggering when I have poor moments, right? If me can't afford the Perrier or the Gucci, me get nervous. So for me, I'm gonna use as much of other people's money as possible in a responsible way, though. So I pay the mortgage. Every property I own, I can make money off of it. Even the primary residence, it have a piece where I can rent it. Every single property can say more enough money. So for me, my strategy is using a lot of leverage. I'm gonna use leverage on the house I live in because I know it's a piece I rent out. So the rent there I help pay the mortgage. I will always have a mortgage. Always. If even after 30 years when the mortgage pay off, may I go back for one more. I love other people money. That's how much. So when my first one, when I bought my first, I think 29, so 30 years something, may I go back? May I go right back and knock on the door and say, hey, me
I'm
again, I
back.
want some more of your money. Because you're going to use your money to keep building rent, building wealth. Now, so I talk about rent because Marlene bring up an interesting point. She said, why am I not about to rent instead of buy a house? Maybe
Huh?
that better. Cause the home ownership come with woolly property. Yeah, Marlene Taylor, she's saying, look here, I wish I rented because the whole ownership come with a woolly for money pit thing, it suck out your money. So that's a whole other side of it too. You may say, well, me don't want to borrow the money from nobody. I prefer for be debt free. I'll just stay over here and pay my rent. I'll just pay my little rent and keep it moving.
No.
Marlene, you see Ryan and nod? It's like, Marlene, no.
Come on.
No, Marlene,
Marlene and
no.
Sheila, just no worry. Okay? I'm here. No. All right. So
No, Marlene, no.
no, Marlene.
Marlene,
So
no. Look here.
the need,
Renting makes sense sometimes, though.
it depends on your circumstance. Let me say that. It depends on your circumstance. If you're looking to build wealth, it is always good to buy. Why I say that is because property values generally go up. Yeah? And you want that
Mm-hmm.
equity. Remember again, when you go to the banks, they're gonna look at your value. You ever watch these um these shows about the wealthy and the rich and the famous, and they say, oh, Puff Daddy's net, oh, not Puff Daddy, Jay-Z's net value. Jay-Z's net value is this and that, and they put all of their assets together, then that is really how it is. So your real estate helps to determine your value as an individual based on how outside look at you. So you really want to invest and own these properties and they appreciate in value. For you, I want to tell you this too. Even companies, right? They should really be buying properties and investing. And a lot of them do because what? When they're going to sell their companies or sell their shares, they can't just sell their companies based on the services that it provided them. It needs some sort of oomph to create the value of the company, which would be these values of these properties going up. You get what I'm saying? So the fact that property values go up, it's going to make you yourself become more attractive and more valuable. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I believe you have to own, right? You have to own. So, but tell you, we love enough. And the thing with the rent, any card can play and you get put out. That's not nice, right? So renting, I think renting only works if you're in a place for a short time. So, okay, maybe I have to live in a country or live in a city for like a 6 months. All right, it don't make sense to go through the whole process of buying property there. So mega rent. But once you are in a long term, you're stuck in a place for a period of time, you have to buy. Buy because it's an asset. It's gonna go up in a value, it's gonna make you have money. If you're not living in it, you can rent it. Still going to go up and really and truly that's how you build wealth. We want that. Right? So nothing out there with the people renting, but we want everybody to get to a point where you can purchase. That's why we have shows like this, because we want to teach you the real thing. So yes, you are renting, you may be happy and flexible and living the life. Yeah, but you want to get to the point where you own something, right?
Yes.
Marlene saying, in our old age, she have no desire to own any more house. She want to own no more. She own already. She own and rent it out. That's what she do now. Nice, Marlene, nice. Right? But for people earlier on in their journey, why you own something? Why you feel what it's like to push the key in a year do and will say a year do. We want you to have that feeling. I want you to have the asset, because the asset will go up over. That's how we build wealth, right? We're not gonna just pay the rent, pay the rent, pay the rent. I would not know for sure. We want to be paying towards a mortgage, and building up wealth. That's what we want for sure. So Ryan and Trisha are gonna be at the conference. I want to play a clip from last year, because some people are new to MoneyClassroom, new to Profit Jumpstarter. They know we're having a conference, but they're like, "What's that, Keisha? We're not at the conference. What's that?" So let's run the clip from our last year's conference. We have a highlight from that. So let's run that. Let's play.
I'm at the AC Hotel at the Profit Jumpstarters Build Wealth with Real Estate.
Hi, I'm Michelle O'Connor, and I'm one of the speakers here at the Build Your Wealth with Real Estate Conference. I'm partnering with Profit Jumpstarter because I believe in the vision that Keisha has and their team in terms of changing the generational wealth gap in our society here in Jamaica and, by extension, across the world.
See, they're big things. You look impressed. They're not in there. You're like, I remember.
Yeah.
Remember.
It was good. It was good. It was excellent.
It was good. Yeah, it was very good.
Guys, thought the things. And this year, it's going to be bigger.
We
I wanted
see.
to take bigger things. How I tell you, me not enough thing, and I want people to experience what having money feel like. It's nice, nice. I want you to experience it, and I believe that when you bring experts who know what they're talking about into our room, and I say, "Show me the things, show me what you do, show me what me to do to make some money." That's how you learn, and then we have experts who also help you to implement. So Trisha is there and her team to support you on everything legal business, legal real estate, legal you get locked up, all of that you are supported. And then Ryan and his team are there for help you get your property valuated, get your valued, get your real estate bought, realtor, he runs a realty company as well, and to support you in doing that. We worked with a lot of clients, right? And one thing our clients know is that we're here, we're supporting end to end. We talk all the time, we make sure the deals get done, we make sure the money gets made. And so I want you guys to share, probably emphasize one or two things from the last conference that you really liked, and why I think people need to be there this year.
For me, let me jump off. I liked that you were in a room with like-minded people, and it was very evident. So you're there because I actually was planning to attend the conference in my personal capacity before we ended up sponsoring. And so I saw value for myself in attending. And so it's, we're able to kill two birds with one stone with us, participating in the way that we did. But it was definitely an energy in the room. I really was very interested in the thought of or rather the ease with which, what Wayne Brooks was speaking about with investing in real estate in the States, did not know that it could be that simple. And so for me, it was learning new things in this era that I personally find interesting and very exciting, and lots happening. And just sharing that knowledge. That's what I really enjoyed about it.
Nice. Mr. Taylor.
What I love about Profit Jumpstarter and the team and the Wealth Conference is just how the support of professionals that are there. The reality of it is that not everybody knows the step-to-step process to get money, to earn money, to become wealthy. And you need guidance, you need help. And the fact that everyone was there that's knowledgeable to give you direction, to give you ideas, that support system in one hub is just not comparable. So I'm looking forward to this year because I know that more professionals are coming in, more of my colleagues in real estate, more knowledgeable people will be there this time. And so I'm going there to support you guys as well. But I'm also going there to get support. Of course, we learn every day. And what another professional knows, I may not know. And so we can help each other to grow and become more and more wealthy. So I'm looking forward to it.
Nice, nice, nice. So definitely the place to be. What I like with the conference and one thing I push for is we don't want us to get the knowledge and the bag of mouth and then you can't implement it. That is a waste of time. Waste of everybody time. If you come, you hear, yeah man, we can buy a house abroad. Yeah man, we can buy stock on the international market. But I don't know how to do it. Them never tell me that part. They just tell me you can do it. But them don't know how to do. Once you are able to implement what you learn, that is really when you get transformation. That is the key. That's a major fact, major key. That is it. And that's one thing I focus on. Not just giving you the information, but making sure you can go and implement it and make
Yeah.
some money. That's why when things like Beryl come, our clients or money community can say, Keisha, yeah, you told me 3 to 6 months of expenses must be in an account. And when Beryl blew up, Beryl said, "Look, bank account and smile because I know I can pay for all the repairs because I have the money." That's powerful because everybody tell you, yeah, man, emergency fund is for your fund. But let me tell you what to do. Then I tell you how to open it up, how much you have, so you don't end up doing anything. And then disaster come and you can't do nothing. You feel helpless, you feel hopeless. You get desperate. And we never ever want that feeling of desperation. And I don't know what to do. So places like the Build Well Conference have cultivated that space to make sure you learn, make sure you implement, and make sure you meet other people who are doing the similar thing so you get a community. How we don't want to be around broke people. The worst thing is if you are make moves and then everybody around you broke. You ever feel like, I shouldn't be doing this, or they're going to talk you out of it, and you're going to limit your progress, limit your growth. So if you want to make money, you have to be around the money people. Facts. Right? We're not angry with broke people because the broke people can't help we. What am I going to help we do? They're going to hold us back. They're going to give us limiting beliefs. They're going to say you can't do it or you shouldn't do it, or why you feel say you must have 6 hours. Who you? We want people who say, oh, you have 6 hours, oh, I have 25. I think, let's push some more and get you up to that number. That's the people me want there. Right? People who push you to get to that next level, not people who hold you back or grudge you or tell you things or you're telling your business and them use their business. We don't want that. Right? So we're gonna wrap with that. I'm gonna wrap because I have one more question to kind of close it out and then wrap. Yeah. So we want to know you guys on a personal level, right? We want to get your thoughts on things, right? Wrapping up, where do you see the current generation of persons in the next 10 years, knowing that a lot of people out there are financially illiterate? They don't know nothing about money. Where do you think the world is headed? Ryan, we had to pray for the people. Yeah,
No,
pray for them.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, pray for them and say, Lord of
No,
mercy.
I'm thinking because I think more, and I may be wrong, and correct me if I'm wrong, but over the years, I'm realizing that more and more people are getting more educated
Yes,
in building
agreed. Agreed.
people
Especially
more.
the younger people.
Yeah.
Um, yep, agreed.
I don't see where it's heading in the other direction.
No,
I
there are people, them are learning, but there's still a big mass of people who don't know, no.
Yes, and
um
that's how we convert them to your
right,
conference.
right, because
I like the positive attitude, guys.
right,
I love it. So you're like, each one reach one. When you
yeah,
learn, you go back to teach somebody, which is what we want, right? You see the good people I'm having that conference, you see their mindset. They're like, well, we're gonna help each other. I don't see a problem because they're committed to helping people and lifting them up,
mhm.
right? Notice, you guys not saying, boy, I'm sorry for them because you know what I'm
It
trying
had
to
a
come over
rough.
here so with my money, but just open up by no bother me because me have my money over here. You're
Mhm.
not saying that.
No, I think people are more willing to help each other now. There are some books that you can read to point in the right direction. However, and I notice a lot of people are reading these books these days. You understand? But again, that person who can give you that step-to-step approach, like of course, Profit Jumpstarter, is just a great initiative. So I think we're in
Yeah,
a
I'm
situation.
not worried. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, over on education, Richard, she said something profound, which I'm gonna use to kind of wrap things up. She said, education breaks every barrier.
Mm, yeah. Mm.
Snap, snaps. Girl, thing is true. True. Every education breaks the barrier, but it's also implementing the education that will break the barrier. Not just
Yeah.
knowing what to do, but take up yourself, get up, and actually doing it. That's what breaks the barrier. That's what moves it down, right? And we're just gonna leave it there on that very nice positive note with you great people. We're gonna leave it on that, education and implementing the education breaks the barrier. And that's what we want. Each one reach one, we help each other. Come at a conference so you can learn, you can meet the nice people like Trisha Gay and Ryan who will teach you and they're gonna support you with their nice positive attitude, their expertise. That's what we want, right? If you find that you're in the circle and nobody in your circle is really supporting you to get to the next level, we have to change up the circle,
Yeah.
right? We have to come out of that cage, that box. We have to come out and go into a supportive circle where we can thrive. That's what we want. All right, so we're gonna wrap it there for tonight. I want to thank you guys for being on. For everybody inside MoneyClass, make sure you're either following us on IG, it's Profit Jumpstarter, or you're on our YouTube channel, which is Profit Jumpstarter as well. Make sure you're connected there. Tickets for the conference are available. It's buildwealthconference.com. Few left because, believe it or not, there are a lot of people out there like, look here, this now miss me. May I make sure I learn? May I make sure I do my thing? So grab your tickets while they are there. We're sold out last year, and from the looks of things, we are going to be sold out this year as well, from what I see. So grab up your tickets before it's too late. It's August 16 to 18 at the AC Hotel in Kingston, Jamaica. BuildWealthConference.com. That's where you go to grab those tickets. All right. So thank you, Trisha Gay O'Connor, for being on with us tonight. Thank you, Ryan Taylor, for also joining us, sharing your views. Yeah, tell the things. Yeah, show people the things. There's the link for buying your conference ticket. It's always a pleasure having you guys on. Next episode, which is going to be in 2 weeks, we are going to have more experts. We're bringing additional speakers who are going to be at the conference as well, so you can hear their views. You can get to know them and know how much money they have in their bank account, how much investments and what they might do to Ryan, or a little skeptical. It's always rich people skeptical, because they don't know nobody know what they might do. So anybody asks, they're like,
No.
you can know. You can know. I don't really like you can know.
Let's move on.
You know what's going on, right? Because if you never have no, you say, no. but we want to be around supportive circles like this, and that's what we're creating with Profit Jumpstarter. So make sure you're there. Hope to see you guys, and thank you for being on for Money Classroom. As always, knowledge is nothing without execution. Go and execute where you learn, and enough things we talk about, enough nuggets drop. Go and implement at least one of the things that you've learned. All right. So until next time, 2 weeks time, we'll see you again inside Money Classroom. Bye.
Right.
Bye.